Hey everyone, this is Dr. Gast, and welcome to 3103 again. I just wanted to make a little video about week one. This is really going to serve as your lecture for week one. This is not how things will typically go, but I just revamped this class and I decided to put an extra, or I decided to change up week one, I guess I should say, to hopefully help you be successful in the RN to BSN program. As you know from the introduction video, I'm currently the director for the RN to BSN program, and I've taught a couple other classes throughout the program. What we've noticed as a whole, as a faculty, is that students really struggle with APA format, and students really struggle with evidence-based practice and how to cite things. So my goal with this new 3103 is to make sure that you have a very good understanding of that moving forward. So we're going to spend a lot of time on those things, and I want to make sure you understand the RN to BSN program here at EIU, and that you fully understand where you're going next, what classes you're going to take, and how things work. So this will serve as your lecture for this week. Again, that's not typical, but I wanted to go over some things with you. During this week, we're going to learn about APA and how to be successful in online classes at EIU. What's due? Well, you'll have an APA quiz, and you will have an EIU RN to BSN quiz. You can find most of the information for the RN to BSN quiz right here in this video, and the APA quiz, I have some resources below that we're going to go through. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is the handbook. We have it right here in the 3103 class. It's also in the RN to BSN orientation page, and you can find it on our website. Do I expect you to go through here and read 34 pages of the handbook? Absolutely not. This is the handbook for our entire nursing program, so it also includes a lot of information about our traditional program. So what you need to do is scroll down to where it starts talking about the RN to BSN program. I have a little bit of that pulled up that I wanted to share with you that I found really important. Our policy on dropping and failing classes with the RN to BSN program. We have had some issues lately with students really not knowing how that works. And basically these four points here just state that you have to have a C or better in all of your courses. That includes nursing courses, that includes public health, ODL, senior seminar, all those courses you have to have a C in. If you fail a class, you have one chance to take it again. If you fail any other classes after that first one, it will result in dismissal from the program. So it's really important that you don't fail classes. Same thing goes with dropping. If you drop a course in the middle of the semester and then decide to take it again the next semester, you can only do that one time. If you drop another course and decide to try to retake it again, you will be dismissed from the program. Extenuating circumstances will be considered by the chair of the program, Dr. Farley. However, right now, that is our policy. The reason being, we've had several students continue to sign up for classes and continue to fail those classes, and it takes seats away from students who want to be in those classes, and it's full and they can't get in. So make sure you review our policy moving forward. Make sure as you go through our program that you save your graded papers. Well, what does that mean? Well, in every class that you take here in the EIU and the RN to BSN program, you will have at least one, if not two papers. In this class, you'll have two papers. You need to save the graded paper because in NUR 4604, which is our last class here at EIU, you will upload those papers to build a portfolio. So you will need those papers again. If you don't save them, it's very hard to get them. You have to get back in touch with the instructor that you had, which may have been a year or two ago, and they have to try to find your paper to give to you, and it's really it's not a fun process. So if you could just save your papers out of each class. One suggestion I've had for students is email your graded paper to yourself. That way if your computer crashes or you lose your flash drive, you'd always have it in your email. 4604, that's the class I just referenced as the last class in the program. For that reason, as we just discussed of the portfolio, you must have all of the nursing classes done before you take that class. So you cannot take any other classes with NUR 4604, any other nursing classes. So that's important to remember. As far as emails go, in this class, 3103, please email me through D2L. I explained this in the orientation video as well. But it's really important that if you are in a class, that you email that instructor through D2L. It allows us to have a running paper trail of things that we talked about, and it keeps those emails tied to that class. However, it is extremely important that as a student here at EIU, you check your Panther mail. And when I say check it, I mean maybe once a week. But any program news or classes that maybe are getting changed, that's all going to come through Panther Mail, because we can send a mass email through Panther Mail to all the RN to BSN students. And there are some program updates coming. So something like that would show up in Panther Mail. We've had a lot of trouble getting home students in Panther Mail lately, and they've missed out on some opportunities because of it. Advising. I do have an advising folder over here, and I addressed this in the welcome video, but so I'll make this very quick. But this is our advising folder. Miss Lindsay Roberts is our advisor for the RN to BSN program. You can use the link below to schedule an appointment with her. Typically, you call the office number below, but every once in a while, she will say, I'll call you, depending on when your appointment is. But that is how you can talk to her. Do you need to make an appointment with her every semester? No, you don't. But I would suggest getting in contact with her periodically, just to make sure you're on the right page. And we do ask that you at least make one appointment with her in the beginning, so you understand our program. One other thing I want to show you here in this advising folder is frequently asked questions for the EWPs. There are 3 EWPs due before you graduate. They have to be submitted in the semester you wrote that paper. So if you want to submit one of your papers from this class, which is fine, it has to be submitted by the end of the semester to the EWP system. Otherwise, they won't accept it. So don't wait till really close to graduation to get your EWPs in, because we've had students not be able to graduate because they don't have them completed. Back to week 1. Every week is structured very similarly. You can see the videos for week 1. That's where this video will be. Readings. So you got 3 PDF documents on APA. If you have the APA handbook, that is super helpful as well. I would highly suggest getting the APA handbook. I know we are a textbook rental service. That is one that they will not send you. That's something that as you go through this RN to BSN program would be extremely helpful for you to have, the APA 7th edition handbook. Each week there will be videos for you to watch. They're not very long. But these are videos that will help you with APA. And then additional resources. Purdue OWL is extremely helpful as well. Assignments for this week, you'll have the RN to BSN quiz, which is mostly over content that I've just talked about. And then you'll have the APA quiz. I believe that one's about 18 questions over APA. One other thing I wanted to mention is all of our classes here at EIU are structured very similarly. Our weeks end on Monday, so most of your assignments are going to be due on Monday night, and the next week will start on Tuesday. Now, there is an exception to that. Obviously, the first week that you're here is going to be a little bit different. The welcome week, typically your welcome discussion board is due a little bit early. And then the last week of classes, instead of Monday, it's usually due the Friday before, because we have to have grades in. So make sure you watch the dates as far as those weeks go. If you guys have any questions or I can help you with anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. You have my email, you have my office number, you actually have my cell phone as well. But the best way to get a hold of me is through email. It comes to my phone almost like a text message. It dings and I know that I've got something. So that's the easiest way to get a hold of me. But that concludes week 1. Please go through, watch the other videos, look through the APA format stuff, and take both of your quizzes. Have a great week.